everybody. Pluto is stationing direct today. It is today in Capricorn. And before anyone says Pluto's in Aquarius, I follow the actual visible sky. So looking at the sky, Pluto is in Capricorn. And I will show you, as you can see on the phone, ignore the notification. I think it's backwards, but it says Capricornus. You can check the date, 4th of May. It's fully in Capricorn. It's literally just entering Capricorn. It's entering it new. So it's not on the cusp of like Aquarius, it's in Capricorn. So anyway, this is the Sky Live. No, it's not. This is Stellarium, but you can check it out on the Sky Live or download any star app and check for yourself. Okay, so what does this actually mean? Let me just check the sound. So I'm sounding okay. Yep, I'm sounding fine. So what does this actually mean? Pluto retrograding in Aquarius, in Capricorn, Capricorn, when it comes to the visible sky. So we can see in our calendar as well. Do grab this 10% off if you want it. We can see right here, Pluto stations retrograde in Capricorn, along with our, what's this? First quarter moon, which is today. So happy first quarter moon, everybody. But what does this mean? We're going to just look at the retrogrades first. So what does retrograde mean in general? When retrogrades happen, it offers a going back, a redo, going over of all of the things you didn't have the space, time, or capacity to do before. Okay, so that is, it's literally showing backwards on the screen and I'm sideways. So forgive me, it's going to be more verbal than any symbology on the board. So just listen to me anyway. So as I mentioned, retrogrades offer a going back, redo, going over of all the things you didn't have the time, space, or capacity to do before. How does this look in your day-to-day life? You literally don't have the time, or you've been trying something, haven't managed to get it perfect. You generally don't have the capacity in your body to do it. So things have been put off. Things would be, what's it called? Action paralysis, procrastination. They're the type of things how it would appear visibly in your life. And the retrogrades give the time to bypass or to push past that procrastination period. Okay, so when it comes to this retrograde, anything in the energies of Pluto and Capricorn, you are now going to have the time to put things in place before it stations direct again on the 14th of October 2025, and you're moving more forward. You will be moving forward in the retrograde because things will be implemented. Okay, but you'll enter into like a new zone when it stations direct. You'll enter into that new zone, you'll work on it, you may get ideas, and then again, you won't have enough time for everything. And then the retrograde allows that to be implemented further. So, that in essence is the retrograde. What is Pluto about? So, Pluto is the luminary of transformation. Pluto isn't really biased. It's not biased at all. It simply is about you have a desired goal, desired outcome, a long-term one, because Pluto is a slower moving luminary. You have this desired outcome, and then Pluto will bring about experiences in your hologram to give you the opportunity to bring about that transformation, which will bring you closer to the version you see yourself becoming. So Pluto's energy can be quite disruptive. It can. It's not the easiest energy to work with because the old has to go. It's about shedding off the skin. Pluto being the luminary of, like, mythology wise, the god of the underworld. So it's a lot of death and rebirth in the whole thing. Ouch. Confirmation hit. But it brings about this transformation. That's what Pluto is about. And what is it transforming? It's transforming this, I'm putting at the board, it's transforming this Capricorn energy. Okay, we use red. So Pluto in Capricorn. It's moving this Capricorn energy. You can't even really see it on the board, but it's fine. So Capricorn energy is about all of this stable foundations, structure, stability towards a long-term goal. It's fueled by Saturn. So if you look in my calendar, it has all of everything listed in there. So if you can see, very Capricorn is fueled by Saturn and it's an earth element. So it's all there. So if you don't know, if you're unfamiliar with things, this is it's a learning calendar. Okay, you have all the symbology at the back which will tell you what is what. But anyway, Capricorn, it's fueled by Saturn, so it's a lot of Saturnian energies involved when it comes to Capricorn. Should I have turned the light on? Is it a bit dark? No, it's fine. A lot of Saturnian energies, so you have to be disciplined, you have to be um consistent, you have to be structured, you have to put in that work and that discipline when it comes to the Capricorn energy. It can be slow moving because it's earth, and because Pluto is slow moving, earth is slow moving. It is a slow moving process. All of this, what you are doing right now is building up a foundation that will withstand for 20, 30 plus years. Okay, so it's quite a potent time right now, and this is the very beginning, still the very beginning. We were getting glimpses of it in 2024 when it entered it and then retrograde back out of it, but now it's in it fully. So it's fully getting settled right now. So when it comes to Pluto retrograding in Capricorn, you're transforming your foundations of your life. The retrograde is allowing you to carry out the things you didn't have the space and time and capacity to do before, okay, with this Pluto retrograde. So again, this is going to look very different to so many people because it depends on the foundation you are personally setting up for yourself. Forgive me, people who joined, it is showing sideways and I don't know why, but it's mainly my voice, so just listen. So yeah, you'll be transforming in this. Well, the transformation is happening consistently anyway. You will be going back over areas in your life, like when did Pluto when was it direct? It was obviously last year, the end of last year. So bring your awareness back to the end of last year. What was you doing from then till now? What were the things you were implementing? What were the things you were tapping into, which has a basis on laying your foundation, which has a basis on bringing stability into your life? Just bring your awareness back to that and contemplate. Did you manage to get everything done? Did you manage to fully set things up from then, end of last year, till now? If you had been trying to work on something, for example, the example, you probably set up a business, opened it up, um, really trying to work at it, but things weren't in full alignment. You may have felt overworked. You may have felt like, oh gosh, you've messed up here and there. Well, this retrograde gives the time and space to correct that. Okay, so your foundation is being laid properly. Um, yeah, so that's just one example, but that ultimately is what I'm seeing when it comes to this Pluto retrograde. You're gonna need to tap into yourself, and I swear, I really wish. I'm gonna give my personal example. The calendar, no, the calendar is here. The calendar is right here from now till March 2026. However, the diary was not completed because life was lifing. I'm going to go deeper into that in a different segment of my YouTube because it's important to my whole story. But life was lifing and the calendar, the diary, forgive me, was not ready. I really want that to be ready and out, and I know it's already started technically, but it will be coming out. This retrograde period will literally give me the time, space, capacity to do that. And I don't know what it was, except saying it's energetic. There were some energetic blocks there, just like, why am I not doing this? But like I says, this retrograde energy I'm seeing will give that time and space to get that done, and it's not going to be the whole 6 months. Your girl wants this out by May because I really feel it will be important having this diary out so you can write what happens to you, for you, by you, pretty much every day if you feel it, and you can analyze yourself. How in tune am I with what's going on in the hologram above me? I see all as technology is moving around like technology, keeping the simulation simulating. So how is that then impacting us? And I really feel deep in my heart having that diary there to note it down. Like, you know, you can do it without the actual physical diary. You can just write it down and say this has happened, etc. But for those who just want it there, all the transits happening in order, exact date, you can just write down what happens, see the place, the transits happening on that day or around that day, and see if what you've gone through has any impact to do with what the hologram is doing. So that's my passion, intention. um and again, saying my personal experience, I've got so much ideas that I'm ready to come out with, but life threw a big curve ball at me this time last year. This time last year, on the 4th of May, on the 4th of May, your girl woke up in a jail cell. And I've been dealing with just a lot, like mentally, physically, all of that type of stuff. So I do want to go more into that, but that's going to be another video because I feel it's important. Um, and I'm seeing this retrograde with Pluto anyway is going to create that space and capacity for me to then get back into the swing of life to create my solid foundation and stability towards my long-term goals. Yeah, like I can't let what happened kind of control me so much now. So you go, will be more on YouTube. I will be here. There's a lot coming, trust me. But yeah, you're ready to transform. As I says, Pluto is going to be in Capricorn, according to the visible sky, until 2039. In 2039, it is going to move into Aquarius. It will then retrograde from Aquarius back into Capricorn, and then it will move fully into Aquarius in 2040. Okay, so 2039 is where we'll be getting them glimpses and little taste of this true Aquarian energy that we're going to be stepping into, where we will be in more harmony when it comes to like these innovative ideas. Okay, so we're going to be getting glimpses, but in terms of it being open and fully open to the public, it's 2040 and beyond. Yeah, so right now we're laying the foundation. That's why I subscribe more to the visible sky, because that is the hologram that we are underneath. I subscribe more to Pluto being in Capricorn because just take a peep at the world around you. Systems are crumbling, failing, fading away. Things aren't making sense. I do talk about crypto if you saw my crypto video earlier, but I do talk about crypto. We know that when it comes to blockchain technology, that is going to be our new internet, our new ethernet is what we're using. So these foundations need to be set, which is the Capricorn energy, before the Aquarian energy comes in and it's like magnified, amplified by it. But that can't be done unless the foundation is set. Okay, so that was just one example with crypto, but again, the schooling system, the health system, things are crumbling around. The governments are being questioned, where many people are starting to think, what's going on? They're fully admitting that they are blocking the sun, causing rain. They're admitting that they're coming out with that. So all of these things are being illuminated so we can recognize as the collective, will this be part of our foundation, this Capricorn energy? Will it be part of our foundation? It will need to transform. So there's going to be a lot of transformations happening in the world as well as your own personal life. And we are tapping into the beginning of it. So as I said, when it came to the retrogrades, we were already in Capricorn. So we had that little taste of things. Now this retrograde is happening. It's like, okay, we're going back over now where you will implement more things, work consistently, Capricorn energy, where you'll be disciplined, maybe a bit slow, but you'll be disciplined, you'll be consistent, and you will work on that foundation. The collective will work on that foundation before moving to the next part. And again, because it is a slower moving luminary, it's like, oh, just this 6 months period. It's like bits at a time. So it seems to retrograde for 6 months and then direct for 6 months. So it's little bits at a time, building this foundation. But in addition, why it's quite powerful now, because as I shown at the beginning with Pluto, like I shown you, it is in Capricorn, 4th of May 2025. But look at the positioning, okay? It's literally just by Capricorn. It's got to move, that's Pluto. It's got to move from here and go all the way across before it gets to, where's Aquarius? Where's Aquarius? Aquarius, which is there. Okay, so this is why I say we're at the beginning of this foundation. Last year was just a little touch of it, but beginning this foundation, also being in the year of the snake when it comes to the Chinese zodiac year, a lot of transformation has to happen now. It has to happen now. Like, I done a video, one of the videos, can't remember what it was called. It was just about the year of the snake, but next year will be the year of the horse. The horse needs stability. It needs that foundation to reside upon. That's why a lot of change is going to happen this year. Whilst Capricorn is at the beginning of whilst it's at the beginning of Capricorn, whilst Pluto's at the beginning of Capricorn, really delving into this stability type of energy towards a long-term goal. This year of the snake has to then complement that so it can shed off your skin, shed off your layers, and truly transform like the snake you are. If you look at the Ophiuchus star constellation, he's holding the snake, the serpent bearer, is healing energy, transformative type of energy. So stepping out of comfort zones this year will be important. It will be important. This transformation truly has to happen. So again, this retrograde happening, you going over, doing these things to aid in your own personal transformation towards your long-term goal based off of stability you want to create. Trust yourself with the direction you're going in. If it's something that seems well out of your comfort zone, trust it. If you're directed in that area, but you think, oh gosh, it's out of my comfort zone, this is the year of the snake. This is the perfect time to allow that transformation. Because, oh yeah, people, if you do like the video, if you vibe with what I'm saying, do give your girl a like, help the algorithm, help someone else. But anyway, trust yourself, allow that transformation, because as we go into the year of the horse, where that energy kicks in more like late Feb, you're going to need that stability created. And I generally feel trusting yourself, stepping out of your comfort zone will bring you to different areas which will create this stability and help to transform you. So yes, that's what I'm seeing. Definitely trust yourself. I did want to just pull a tarot. This video is going to be a bit longer. I wanted it to be just about Pluto, and I was going to come again because your girl's getting back on track with her astrology. I wanted to do a different video talking about what's happening for this cycle, but I am going to do it in this video because time is timing, you know what I mean? But I do want to pull for just this retrograde energy and what's going on, and then we'll get into what's happening next cycle. I'm doing it now because I'm catching a flight in 2 days. So I won't be able to do what's happening next cycle because I'll be away. And it's just not the time. I want to be present with my children, not making videos. Okay, so let's just pull for this. Let's set the vibe. I've lost the thing, so we're using a makeup brush. See if it works. Deep breath. No, not really working. Deep breath. Let's tap. Okay, let's just see then what confirm what energies are coming with this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. In cap, but no cap. We're not capping. We are not capping. And we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, lad. Ace of Cups. Can we confirm that Ace of Cups? What is that about? What is Ace of Cups about anyway? But what else is coming with this energy with the Ace of Cups? Is the Ace of Cups love? We have Queen of Wands energy with the Ace of Cups. Oh, I can't even see that. Queen of Wands energy. Confirm some more, please. What's going on with this Pluto retrograde energy? Something fell out there. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Oh gosh, it's fallen. We'll just leave that there. Anything anymore for any more? We have the five of Swords in reverse along with the Knight of Cups. So you're ending something difficult here is what I can see. So I want one more and then we'll look into the book and we'll summarize what's going on. Queen of Swords. This came out with 3. Do we want the 3? Ace of Swords. We'll do that again. Well, oh, you flew out then. And Justice. Justice. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Have you felt like, yeah, I've been doing work. I have been doing work, but you felt like you've not really been rewarded for that. You've been trying, but not really been rewarded. This retrograde energy, I feel, will bring that reward. I really do. But let's confirm what's going on here. We're balancing everything right now. So we'll do the 4 of Wands and then the Queen of Wands because they're together. They're in the Wands. My hand is on the 5 of Swords, but let's find the Wands. So 4 of Wands. Oh, look at that. Why did I think 4 of Wands was something bad? Justice fell. Let's put Justice back. Fascinating. I thought 4 of Wands was something bad, so I'll just put that there for anyone who wants to screenshot that in like later. But anyway, so the 4 of Wands, it's joy, celebration, freedom. Joy, celebration, freedom, freeing yourself from responsibilities, social enjoyment, dumping emotional baggage, thrills and spills. You're celebrating something. I feel your hard work is paying off. You're going to see the new basis of your foundation coming in, I feel, during this retrograde. Because as it stations direct, it will go direct and you'll be tapping into new energies. There's Queen of Wands now. You'll be tapping into new energies. So, with the Queen of Wands, right there, we've got self-assured, attractive, a woman who knows where she's going, sexually accomplished, never phased, energetic, and busy. So you know what you're doing. In this time, you know what you are doing. There's joy, there's celebration going on as well. You're in your own stride. Like, yes. Okay. So we've then got, I'll do the 5 of Swords and then I'll do the Cups because we've got 2, and then Justice. I feel Justice speaks for itself, like, yo. So 5 of Swords, but it's come up in reverse. Okay, so 5 of Swords, it means that this is the upright meaning that I'm reading now, and then we'll reverse it. So it means defeat if it's this way, hollow victory, accepting limitations, no win situation, only thinking of yourself, experiencing hostility, looking after number one. So it was in reverse. So this is telling me you will not be defeated. You have a victory. It's not no hollow victory. You aren't limited anymore. You are in a win-win situation. You're winning something. There's joy, there's celebration. You're winning something. um yeah, and you're also not just focused on you, which also makes sense, because if you're out here building a whole solid foundation for something, um other people will be involved in that. So there's no defeat. It's just joy. It's joy, it's joy, it's joy. So that's interesting. We've then got our cups. So let's find our cups. Ace of Cups and Knight of Cups. So for some, not all, I don't know who, but love is coming in. You are in love with love right now. Maybe some exaggerated feelings could be popping up as well. Um, yeah, love's coming in, people. Love is coming in. There's going to be deeper feelings expressed, whether that's you or someone's expressing it to you. You're going to have this desire for a deeper connection coming in as well. Love is coming in this Pluto retrograde. Love is coming in. You are celebrating something. You're not defeated. You're joyous. And love may play a big role, which again, it also makes sense. You're setting foundations. You're setting foundations in your reality. A new foundation coming in could be a romantic partner as well, but don't just think it's that. It could be any type of connection which may come in, but it's going to be joyous. Even if it's not romantic, it's going to be a deeper connection. Like if it's a business wise, there will be that deeper connection there to allow that to happen. So yeah, I feel the cards have spoke. I feel they have spoke. So that's essentially what I'm seeing when it comes to this Pluto retrograde. People may be coming in, connections are coming in. It will be joyous. There will be celebrations. You're entering into your winning season. Okay? Okay. Okay. So that's it for Pluto station retrograde. Keep in mind as well, the moon today is our first quarter moon in starts in Cancer. So right now in the day it's in Cancer. As we go later into the night, it will move into Leo. Where's Leo? We'll move into Leo. And so keep that in mind when it comes to our emotions, our energy being put in motion. It's moving half and half right now, because as you can see, it's like it's half and half. So our emotions are moving based off of intuition as well as logic. It's moving half and half. So trust your thoughts, trust your emotions. That's all I can say with that, especially when it comes to how you are standing out, how you are being confident, and things of that nature. But I did want to, while we're here, because your girl won't be able to post a video because I'll be away in Egypt, I want to just highlight what's happening this cycle. So as you can see with Venus, Venus is taking its Cetus watery dip, okay, on the 11th. We then have our full moon in Libra on the 12th. 12th as well, Mercury enters Aries. Venus jumps out from Cetus and goes into back up into Pisces. We then have our sun going into Taurus and Child having its Cetus watery dip as well. So what does all of that mean? We're going to focus just on Venus for now. Venus represents our material reality. So it is about our six senses: sight, taste, touch, hearing, smell, as well as intuition. It is our material reality. That is what Venus is about. Mini confirmation burp. Excuse me. Bigger confirmation burp. Anyway, that's what Venus is about. It represents the material reality, represents your senses and how you want to use your senses to interact with reality. It's what you find valuable, it's your material values. You see it as valuable, you use your senses to then interact with it. So that's what Venus is about. It does cover love and money as well, as that is part of the material existence. Now, it's taken its Cetus watery dip. When it has its Cetus watery dip, it's important to know that around the zodiac, we go around like a spiral. It's meant to be a spiral. You're meant to spiral up and out. That's how the zodiac works. When we tap into Cetus, which is the whale, which sits just below, can you see that? Just below Aries and Pisces. When it has that Cetus watery dip, it's basically alchemizing everything. So when it's trying to go up and out of this spiral, in order for it to kind of go up, it needs to alchemize the previous energies. And that's what Cetus does. That's where Cetus comes in. It is the whale and it alchemizes everything for you. So that's basically what's happening when it comes to Venus next cycle. Okay, she will take her Cetus watery dip. She will begin to alchemize all of the energies that she's accumulated going around the spiral. So, all of your physical experiences, if a lot comes up for you in the month of May, with if you have a lot of reflection, like, oh gosh, throughout the past year, how was I interacting? What was I doing? What was my body doing? What were the physical things that I was actually experiencing? That may come up for you. You're alchemizing it, okay? You're processing all of that data. In processing that, you will then become aware of what you want to keep using your senses to interact with, or what you no longer wish to. All right, you're processing all of the data, what was good for me, what was not. This alchemization then will happen over a day and a bit. A day and a bit. It will then pop up to Pisces. So when it's in Pisces now, you are in the waters, as I like to say. It being in the waters, you've alchemized it all, and being in the waters and like thinking of the terms of frequency, vibration, and sound, you then you can then attune yourself to the frequencies when you're in Pisces. So when Venus goes into Pisces, um, Pisces being the last zodiac sign before it taps back into Aries, before you start fresh again, it in essence, you are in the waters, you're tuning yourself to what frequency bandwidth do you want to operate on when it comes to your senses. Okay, knowing this, tuning yourself into those frequency wavelengths, you then attract that to you. Okay, so that's basically what I'm seeing when it comes to Venus and our senses and how we interact with the world around us, the hologram. You're going to alchemize it when it's sat in Pisces. You'll alchemize everything that you did. After alchemizing, it's jumping up into Pisces. You've now alchemized that, and you are in the waters, attuning yourself to the wavelengths you're ready to now operate on when it comes to what you are attracting into your toroidal field to interact with your hologram. That's what's going to happen when it pops up into Pisces. In while it's doing that, when it comes to what you may want to interact with physically, you may get a lot of creativity coming up because Pisces is very creative. As you've alchemized this wisdom, you may get this creativity buzz, which will allow you to express your wisdom, what you've alchemized, in a creative way. And this could happen differently for everybody. Like, it doesn't just have to be art or music or something, it can be voice expression as well, but you'll alchemize that. And in doing that, you will that will tune you in to the wavelengths you're ready to experience. So I will say, in alignment with Pluto retrograding and going back over things that need to happen, when it comes to your physical reality, when creativity is inspiring you, trust it. Trust it. Because again, this could be a part of Pluto retrograding in Capricorn. It could be a part of your solid foundation that you're ready to create. So definitely trust what pops up for you. But that is it when it comes to Venus. So we went from Venus to here. We're going to come on the 12th now and talk about Mercury entering Aries and the full moon. So when it comes to the full moon, it is in Libra. It's going to be in Libra on the 12th. So you'll be fully illuminated. Your energy will be illuminated on how to what? Potentially bring balance into your life with this Libra energy. So you'll be bringing in that balance. Your energy will be moving you in a direction to bring balance into your life. And as I says, especially for the past 6 months, if you were feeling out of balance, out of whack, you're thinking, yes, this is my long-term goal, which I want, but I'm just not in balance doing it. Your emotions will move you towards that balance. So don't be hard on yourself, just trust yourself. When it comes to Mercury now being in Aries, Mercury being our energy exchange, it's all about energy exchange. So when you're out there trying to exchange your energy through communication, thought, monetary exchange as well, it is in Aries. So Aries is very front house. So what I'm seeing here is there may be a lot of direct stuff happening. Communication is going to be upfront, direct. There's not really going to be any hidden type of things. The way you're exchanging your energy is going to be clear. And first house, you may, this, as it rules your thoughts or fuels your thoughts, you, again, this I feel will amplify Venus being in Pisces, as well as Pluto retrograding in Capricorn, because your thought process is going to be new, fresh fire. It's going to be new, fresh fire. It's going to be that passion, like Aries being the first zodiac sign. It's very childlike, but very optimistic, very ready to go. So your thought process may be in sync and complement what is happening with Venus and what's happening with Pluto as well. So just pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to who you're communicating with. It may be quick, it may be quite quick, maybe passionate communication may come in, as we had, what did we have? We had these, we had these. So passionate communication may be coming in. Passionate thoughts, but you're not going to be hiding. Nothing's going to be hidden, because Aries is quite just out there. It's like first house, this is who I am, this is what you can see. But trust your ideas. If you're getting that drive and passion, focus on the fire element, that drive and passion, what's coming to you, in combination with any unique ideas or creativity you may want to come out with, and in combination with how those your ideas can create your solid foundation. So that's what I'm seeing with Mercury. As we get to the 14th now, the sun finally enters Taurus, and we're getting our inner child in Cetus as well. So when it comes to our sun, that is the ego. It is the lens that we operate through and how we interact with our reality. Without the ego, you can't really interact with your reality. You won't have much perception. So it gives you a perception of reality, your ego, which is the sun. And it's moving now into Taurus on the 14th of May 2025. So this is telling me that the way we'll be interacting more with our hologram, the way our ego will be perceiving reality, will be based a lot around what is physical, your physical senses. Being Taurus, because Taurus is your toroidal field. And again, there's no coincidences with how this all synchronizes up together, because your toroidal field attracts experiences to you. Okay, it attracts the experiences to you, and then you interact with those experiences. So I'm seeing a lot of experiences being drawn to you and attracted into your energy field, which you will then interact with, which I feel will start bringing things in based on what is around setting up your solid foundation, with Pluto being in Capricorn. as well as potentially ideas, what's coming out, which you want to create with. We're then having as well our child dipping into Cetus. Cetus. Um, so child simply represents our inner child, and it's having its Cetus watery dip before it pops up on the 19th into Pisces. So we'll cover that one. I'll be back to do a video like as it dips back up into Pisces. But right now our inner child is going to be in Cetus. Where is it moving from? Don't know where it's moving from, because it doesn't fully, child doesn't follow the same route the rest of them follow. So but it's going into its Cetus watery dip. So when it comes to our inner child, we are now going to be alchemizing the whole thing that has happened to us. What spoke to your inner child before? What gave you excitement? What was like empowering? What closed you off, shut you down, which was suffocating for your inner child? All of these things may be popping up as a reflection. So I do feel a lot of reflection time will be coming in. Pisces energy is a bit of a loner, a bit by yourself. So reflection time may be coming in. Yeah, ultimately, this whole 6 months is moving pretty nicely. So yeah, I will leave that there. 41 minutes, 411. I saw on the clock. So I'm gonna leave it there. Do grab this calendar, all will be in the description below. So make sure you check it out. It is pretty cool. Or just simply support by giving a like on the video. But with that being said, trust yourself. Stay tuned for so much more, and I'll see you in another video. Angel out. Bye.